We do one pose with the car, use that as the cover photo.
Alright, let's talk about value.
This car and that car are within 5,000 of each other.
Okay.
I think this is 159 and that is 156.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, but too near to the G6.
That's the thing.
Right.
If the G6 didn't exist, this would be a nice...
This is the only option.
Well, the E-Mass.
Well, I mean, E-Mass is not that big.
It's like E-Mass.
It's not SUV.
E-Mass feels like a big C. This feels like a D.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. E-Mass like a big C, right? This is proper D, right? There's no frills D.
Yeah. And I really cannot think of any other D segment EV that is below 200,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't have it.
Got lah, Sea Lion.
Sea Lion is based on the Seal, right? Seal is like C.
Is it?
I think so.
I don't know. We haven't said it. Yeah.
I think the Sea Lion is more like E-Mass size. More like Xpeng size. Okay. But this feels
big.
Like it has the length.
Yeah, it's big. It's big. I like.
Yeah, I think it has its place, but like you said, Leapmotor. Who the hell has heard of Leapmotor?
Yeah, people don't trust it because of the local.
The local distributor.
Yeah, I see so many Xpeng G6.
Yeah, because Burma's.
Because if you can sell Xpeng G6, there's no reason why you can't sell this with maybe a bit of incentive in terms of pricing. But the fact that it's not selling tells me it's not just the brand. Because Xpeng, nobody heard of it also before this, right? The issue is not necessarily Leapmotor, but the local player. It's not strong enough.
Yeah.
I think it's a
low 3 for me. 3.0.
To me, it's a 3.8. Somewhere between a 3 to a 3.5. I like the car, the size. The local support is a bit icky. I don't know. I don't trust Stellantis enough, to be honest. I would like to see more of this car on the road, but I don't see them. That's the worrying thing.
Yeah. It's a chicken and egg thing.
Yeah.
Like Xpeng, you would have had that problem, Everyone's fear is like, oh, Xpeng will die. Will die.
And it looks so out of this world. It's supposed to turn you off on if you don't know the story, right? But yet it's selling because of Burma's, right? So, and also Xpeng is doing pretty darn well in its home world.
Home world. It's wrong,
sci-fi. In its home world. Yeah.
So, but I mean, even the Xpeng, I think the product was more convincing also. Even though it had the stupid door handle thing. At least it had Apple CarPlay. At least it had the tech that looked like nothing else. In the world. You can tell that they know what they're doing.
There's a mystique to the Xpeng. Here there's none. So to be honest, you really have to play price then if you're in this kind of predicament. Stellantis is big, I mean, they're big, right? I mean, even though
big and profitable are two different.
I know. They're very unprofitable, but they're big, right? So by default, there should be a trust there, right? But there's none. So the only thing you can do is price on, I suppose.
So it's a low 3.
Yeah.
The car should be more aggressively priced.
Yeah.
And once the E-Mass is out,
if you hear 1.3 something, straight away. But you ask me to add this, and then you become 1.43, never mind. 1.3888. I go.
Correct.
I go now. Look.
That's what happened with the Zeekr.
Yeah.
7,000 sold in less than a year.
Exactly.
Because it's 138.
Exactly. You make it 13888. I hear only. I go. Then you add the key as a charge You get a compulsory charge. You earn back a little bit here and there. Go ahead. Never mind. I agree. Go ahead. Charge me 145 at the end. Never mind. But I want to hear
the starting price has to be 138.
Correct. Anyway, 3 point something 3.2, 3 like that.
3.2. Okay.
Let's go for the Zeekr. So value. Let's talk value, man. How much is this?
This is 153, I think. 888. Hey, 155.
155. So 155. Wow.
155, 800. So effectively 156.
156. I think personally, I haven't seen too many Zeekr X on the road, and I think the reason is because for 150, you could have gone for a G6.
Yeah. G6 is 165.
Oh, 165.
But huge.
And this is the low spec. It's fast already.
I mean, they only launched it late December.
Oh.
So maybe because they've only had 2 months.
Okay. So to be honest, I am very, very... It's a perfect match of two worlds. The Chinese aesthetics, absolute gorgeous Chinese aesthetics in use of material and also color. At the same time, also the design cohesiveness on the outside, and also the European dynamism. Wow, perfect, man. 1.5 something. Oh, yeah. The only reason I might be holding me off a little bit is the NMC battery. That's the only thing. And a 7 kilowatt.
Yeah, AC
charge,
charging.
yeah. And a 7 kilowatt AC charging. But other than that, wow.
The fact that they started it so close to 150 shows that they really wanted to get your attention.
Yeah. You're basically getting the Smart for 150, man. Yeah. More comfortable, more space.
But I think people who are getting the Smart, they go in and they know that they should be spending close to 200 for the 22 kilowatt charging.
Yes.
Because that makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And I think in resale also it might reflect.
Yeah.
So, man, I don't know.
What's your score, man? My value score, it's a 4.
4.
Yeah. So I hold back a little bit because NMC, the space is a little bit of an issue, because if I were to buy this, I would be thinking about the G6 all the time. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
because G6 more usable.
Correct.
You know, but if I buy the G6, I'll be thinking about the dynamism.
This is tougher. There's so many like context things that you can compare it to.
Yeah.
Compared to a Volvo EX30, I think this is probably a lot more.
The hands-down winner lah.
Hands-down winner.
Yeah.
Because the pricing is just so much more aggressive.
Compared to a Smart, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Even
the Smart, you can see they are kind of crossing paths a little bit.
The Smart, if you're everyday one-person driver, the Smart is okay.
Yeah.
If you carry people around, maybe this a bit better than the Smart.
The orphan baby thing comes back also. The orphan
of Zeekr.
Because Zeekr just came in, and apparently there's already some squabbles going on. Geely in China wants to come in. Remember I said it was Sentinel Automotive that's handling it? They've been pushed aside. So Geely said, no, we will come in, and then they want to give Harmony Auto, which is BYD's, not BYD's, it's like a Sime of China. They want them to handle some aspect of it as well. So already the distribution system is changing a little bit.
But they are coming, man.
They are coming.
If Geely is coming in,
then you think it'll be long term?
I'm not so worried lah.
Okay.
You know, because there is always a fallback. It's called Proton.
That's the thing. Smart is under Proton.
Yeah, there's always a fallback.
I mean, Proton can look at the Zeekr customers and wash their hands. I don't need to help these people. Whereas with Smart,
they have to. They have to.
Yeah, so I think if I have to choose between a Zeekr and a Smart, I may go with Smart. I may go because like I don't have to justify to people what is a Smart. Smart has been around long enough for people to at least recognize
and failed.
It has that Mercedes-Benz touch.
It does.
But I like some aspects of this better than the Smart. I like that this thing looks a little bit nicer. The interface here looks a bit nicer. My value, I think, a little bit lower. 3.9, 3.8.
Very close.
But I think if you're...
It's damn good value, basically.
If you're coming in from like a Mercedes A-Class or BMW X1, it's like...
no brainer lah.
No need to buy those cars.
Yeah, no need to buy those cars. And you're getting it at half price.
And you're cheating the government.
You're cheating the government, and the government knows it. It's good, everybody happy.
Exactly. So if you compare against those cars, small premium petrol cars, to just buy this. Don't think about it.
Don't think about
because you're going to lose money there. So the resale value is not that great.
Just marginally better.
If you compare against like a regular petrol car, Honda Civic or what, then maybe your priority is different. Don't think about this kind of car. But if it's against its own neck and neck competitors like Smart and all that, I think this is not really like making the case for me. Right. If let's say the AC charging was 22 kilowatt at this price, then
win. But here's the thing, think about that middle class family. He has one car, maybe an X50 or X70, and he has a second car. He's considering between this and a Honda Civic.
Yeah, then this wins.
This win, right? Wins.
But this between this and a Smart, then it's a bit of a this and a.
But you ask him, hey, go up to 170, he might be like a bit uncomfortable. Because maybe he has a Bazaar to trade in, and trading in is what, 20,000, 15,000, 18,000.
Yeah. Then he has to top up.
Then this one is only 130 lor. Then 130, he pay 30 upfront, he take 100,000 loan. Okay, ma.
Between this and the Leapmotor, it's
tough. Between this and the G6 is already tough. Then this and the Leapmotor, that's very usable.
Yeah. The space, man.
I can carry my whole family.
Exactly. if my dad is in town, I can put him in the backseat. I won't feel like, oh, he's being...
yeah. It's a very different car. This is for me. That's for family. Yeah. But then I would think G6.
But then G6...
This you would think
G6,
smart.
you have to educate everyone who goes inside where the emergency release
No need.
is.
You die. I don't care. Yeah. So you see, no perfection.
No perfection.
It is like that.
No matter how much variety, you're still not hitting perfection.
Yeah. You have to deal with scarcity. So if I'm buying a car for myself, I will choose the Zeekr X. If I'm buying a car for my family, I will choose that. But I have Alphard. That's why I'm more inclined towards this. But if I don't have Alphard, I would be inclined towards the Leapmotor. Because the Leapmotor is really big, man. Bigger than G6.
Yeah.
It's bigger than Sea Lion for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
It has a huge station wagon look to it.
Yeah. It's huge, man. Very comfortable.
Yeah. So Autophiles not really helping you out, but now you are confused. So
now you guys confused. Yeah. But both very competent cars. One by Stellantis, one by what is it?
GB.
No.
Sentinel.
Sentinel, who's selling Lotus as well. Yeah. So, well, you got to make your own decision, man. This one, I can't help you. Sorry. But in the meantime, we're going to enjoy the car.
All right, signing up.
All right, signing up.